Alright, YouTube, hold on now. Twitch, I'd have to change. F word. Well, what's happening, y'all? If anybody is here, say a little something while I get the rest of this saddled up. I was getting ready to go live, but didn't realize. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Can't even tell if anyone's on here because it don't tell me. Okay, that's locked in. Wait for that to come up over there. That's right, everybody. That's right, everybody. It's your boy, Hannibal Callens. Not gonna lie, there we go. Let me get over here and see. There we go. Okay, it's a bit low. So we're gonna try to a little bit higher, but not that high. Perfect. And we turn this light off. Make it a little bit more intimante. Yeah, maybe a little bit lower. Cause I'm gonna be back here mostly. Yeah, everybody. So, World Series of Comedy is coming up. I'm getting ready to go on. Well, actually, I'm packing up today because I'm going to be driving to Vegas tomorrow for this bad boy. All right, I'm going to be driving to Vegas tomorrow. Let me hit record. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy, Hannibal Callens. Now, I am going to give you all the... I didn't realize that I was supposed to work today. Thank the Lord. I checked my schedule around like 2, and they got me going in to work at 4. So I was like, yo! I literally looked at my schedule just in time. I thought I told them I wasn't available today. I was wrong. So I'm not going to be able to be live for very long, which is like really disappointing because I really, really wanted to get into the weeds. I've been super busy and I just haven't been able to make the time to get ready for the World Series that I want to, and it makes me nervous. So, but yeah, so I'm doing, now what I'm doing, because I'm being smart, I'm getting all ready for work right now. I already packed my bag for Vegas. I'd already packed my bag up. Hold on. This. Well, okay, people on YouTube are going to see this, but nowhere else. Okay. There we go. That should be. Okay, we should be good to go. Sorry, I had to move my little logo thing. Okay. Okay, this is the middle of it. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, wait, this is wheeling. Sorry. So this is the center. This is the center of my YouTube. Now I got the center of both. Good. Superb. Who's in here? What's up, Brendan? Brendan, yeah, see, I was right. Come on. Don't play with me. I know what I'm doing. I know my Brendans and my Brandons. Come on, honey. Y'all playing with the goat. Yeah, man, so I'm getting ready to go to the World Series of Comedy. I'm going to drive up there tomorrow. One of my buddies in the festival, he bought a house in Vegas, so I begged him if I could stay at his place. He said yeah, which I was really appreciative of. So I gotta text him just to confirmate with him. But my game plan is to drive over to Vegas tomorrow morning. Try to get there tomorrow morning, unpack my stuff so I can get all comfortable. All that good in alcohol. No, but yeah, man. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous because I wish I would have more time to work on this stuff, but I haven't really given it the time that I should have. Getting all together and hitting my streams. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. Now what's that mean? Oh, JP! I didn't even realize it was JP that's in here. But what does that mean for me? What does that mean for your... Alright, hold on, sorry, I'm trying to adjust my... Okay, good. Well, whatever. Anyway. World Series is going to be a huge deal, and I'm like really excited. I'm like more prepared for it than I've ever been, but I also want to be more prepared for it than I am, Now, the first things first, and my first round, which is on Wednesday, is 7 minutes. We got our rubric right here. We went to the website. Let me make sure y'all can see it. But we went to the World Series of Comedy website and we looked at how much each of the rounds is. Right now, the first round that I'm doing is 7 minutes. That's good. Why is that good? Because 7 minutes was the same amount of time that it was for the funniest comedian in the Valley. Now, if that's, with that in mind, I'm really proud of how my set went for the funniest comedian in the Valley. And it was right on time. It was right on time. If you guys want to, I'll probably drop the link to the to that set. I'll probably drop that maybe on my story or something. I don't know, somewhere fun, but because I want y'all to see that set. I was really proud of it, even though I didn't win. Not only did the set go very well, not only was the set fun, and it went very well, but it was right on time. And I remember when I did it, I knew that I was like I left some Wu-Tang room and had to throw in an extra joke. This is why but I knew how to do that. I knew what I was looking for, what I was planning on, what I was going to do. So that one came out right at 7 minutes. Now just a heads up, I got to leave the house to get to work on time. I got to leave the house at 3:30. So, because I got to leave the house at 3:30, that's why I'm kind of getting all my stuff pre-ready to go so I can stream as close to that as possible and run and gun straight to the car. Honestly, I'm also tired. I was going to try to get a haircut today. Had no idea I was supposed to work today. So I had my day planned out. I was going to do stuff. I was even going to do things. How crazy it is. I was going to do some stuff and some things today. I did do some good. Like I washed my clothes. I packed up most of my clothes. The only things that I'm missing are they're in the dryer right now. So when I get home, I'll be able to quickly set that crap up. But tonight, I might not be able to stream when I get home because my little brother's room's right next to mine, and whenever I'm trying to stream at night, it's a bother. Israel, I can use this to make sure that it's round around the back. Anyway, no. I need to get focused. I also need to try and see if I can get an edge up before I leave for Vegas. I don't like that idea because I hate doing stuff before I got to do a road trip. And I got to be smart too because... Okay. Sorry. Getting carried away. I know I'm getting carried away because I'm nervous. Alrighty, so here's what we are going to do. To make the best of our time, we're going to run through that 7-minute set that we did. I have the adjustments that I made in my notebook, which I'm also going to grab out right now. Because in order for me to feel like we did something, I got to run I want to run my 7 and then work on the 9. Now here's the thing. I wrote stuff down on here. Shows you the red stuff on here. Those were jokes that are like next in line to get into the next line of stuff. Right? I actually am going to have to put real work, now that I think about it, into my 10. These numbers have got to be right. I went to the website and grabbed them. I'm starting to get, because normally it's like they want you to add 2 minutes to each of the rounds. So I'm a little bit worried that I've got 7, 9, 10, and 20. Because like a 7 and a 9 is not that different. But here's the thing. Our 7 is locked in. Okay. It might be, the work we did might be in this bigger notebook too. Let's see. Okay, here's the semifinals. Semifinals is right in here. But we don't want the semi. This was about 2 weeks after. No, here it is, right here. There's our set from the finals. Okay, sorry, I did Tepsi. Now, we made a couple of quick changes to get all that to fit in the 7. What did we do? We cut out most of, well, no, we didn't cut out most of the hair jokes. We moved them. We did, actually, no, we did cut out a lot of them. We cut out a lot of them, and we changed around how we did it. So I did my unemployed. I ended on ice cream machine. I ended on ice cream. Then we went straight into my Frederick Douglass joke, which then goes into my Juneteenth white slavery, because I made my hair fit the idea of my look. I made the Juneteenth stuff be related to my look and my hair, which I then walked into going into description and disco and jive turkey, which are the best jokes out of my hair stuff. Excuse me. Then I hit grenade, peanut, and grab somebody. That's how my finals set went. Here's what I expect to go from 7 to 9 or to 10. I have a couple more of these jokes to throw in, a couple more in the middle I can do. Oh, that's right, glasses. To take my 7 to about an 8 and a 9, I'm definitely going to throw glasses back in. And here we go. I'm going to write this. I don't know if y'all can see. I hope y'all can see. Y'all can't see because the finger's in the way. No. Gonna move the peace sign up over here. Now, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do all that stuff the way I talked about it. But to get to that 9, we're gonna add glasses. Then we're probably going to add engaged. We're going to add my jokes about being engaged. Probably 2 of them. Probably going to do divorce and plan B. Those are the best jokes in my engagement set. I actually like this. I don't know if y'all can see what I'm doing, but I actually like this formula for building it. See, I've got the meat all over here from the 9. Then moving into the for the 7. Then moving into the 9. Then moving into the 9, I have it in red what I'm going to add. Then what I might do is when I go to work on the 10, put that in green or whatever the next one is. I can't read it from here. But then put that in green so I see what I'm adding to there. The next thing that is in my head after engagement and glasses, that should do it. That actually, off the top of my head, sounds like too much. That's either going to be too much or almost too much. I might take out glasses. If I have to pick between glasses and engagement, I think I'm probably going to go with glasses. No, I'm probably going to go with engagement because it's a little bit more personal. You know, it's a little bit more me. I'm getting engaged. Yay. People get excited. You know, people get happy for me as a person. So out of those 2, I'm probably going to keep engaged, my engaged material. Let's see. First off, I want to run my 7-minute set. What's happening, guys? I see you coming in here. Now, first off, I want to run my 7. Well, here's what I'm thinking, man. The most important thing is that 7, because if I don't do my 7 well, there's no point in working on the 9 or the 10 or the 20. And I learned that lesson when I was in Vacaville last year. I did a competition there, and the first set was 3 minutes, then the second round was 5, and I was so worried about saving good stuff for my 5 that I ended up doing not terrible material, but I ended up doing C material for the first round, so the second didn't even matter. And I think that's a very important life lesson for you to take with you, right? Focus on what you got to do next, because if you fail at what you got to do next, what happens after that, you're not even going to get to do. So, that means we're going to run this 7. We're going to run this 7 for the World Series. Okay. Here we go. Next mission. Our next mission is to run this 7. If I got to go to work, well, I got to go to work. But even if I have to go to work, I at least want that 7 to be ran. Here we go. Stopwatch is ready to go. Now remember, our goal with the 7 is that I want to hit, I want to have 6 minutes and 30 seconds of raw material. 6 minutes and 30 seconds of raw material. can't remember what I added off the top of my head. I think I did do my glasses when I actually did the show, the finals, because I knew it. I knew my material was going to be a little bit short, so I threw an extra joke in. I think it was glasses. So that's what we're going to do. That actually means I will. Okay, that's actually good. Excuse me, because the 7-minute set that I did. Excuse me, the 7-minute set that I did needed a little bit more. So if I do this and glasses, I'll be good. And then adding the engagement should definitely put me to somewhere between 8:30 and 9, because engagement is a lot. But that's also why we got to get in there. We're gonna have to get in there to trim that down. You feel me? So here we go. We're hitting that 7. All right. My name's Hannibal Callens. I just turned 30, and right now I am in love. Thank you, thank you. I'm surprised too. Because who's getting with Urkel after he joins the Black Panther Party? I'm the only brother right between did I do that and the white man did that. Yeah. Lucky to be in love. My lady and I have been together for 6 years. Stop. Hold on. Another thing in there, I wonder if I wrote it down, is trimming the fat. This is why I need to run this set more, because I got to get back into form of trimming the fat. I was about to say a bunch of stuff I didn't need to say. The white man did that. Yeah. I learned a lot being in love, like being in a relationship, just like buying a house. If you didn't do it in 2008, it's too late. That's all that has to be. The lady said, stop wearing your glasses. You'd look cuter without them. Maybe she don't know how these work. All right, and remember, okay, we're going to do that. We're perfect aim is going to be 6 minutes and 30 seconds of raw material, because that's going to give us enough Wu-Tang time for laughs to fit in. I'm going in the middle of that show, so I don't really anticipate a likelihood of the crowd being garbage and just not getting no laughs at all. So anyway, here we go. My name's Hannibal Callens. I just turned 30, and right now I am in love. Thank you, thank you. I'm surprised too. Because who's getting with Steve Urkel after he joins the Black Panther Party? I'm the only one between did I do that and the white man did that. I learned a lot, like being in a relationship is just like buying a house. If you didn't do it in 2008, it's too late. The advice is terrible. A dude told me, don't date a woman that makes more money than you do. Craziest thing I've heard from a brother on food stamps. I had a lady say, stop wearing your glasses. You'd look cuter without them. Maybe she don't know how these work. But I need these to see. Nobody respects needing glasses, because if I save my money, I can buy Prada frames. I've never met somebody with Gucci crutches, right? But these are not designer. This is a disability. And nobody should be giving advice like, man, you get way more girls if you would just ditch the wheelchair. Yeah. I also learned that people leave you, but you still grow. Right? My ex-girlfriend broke up with me. She said it's because I'm the type of man you get married to. Y'all ever lose your job because you were good at it? I've never heard, hey, McDonald's had to fire me. I had the ice cream machine working every day. Yeah. I learned that I had to love myself, so I started growing out my hair. And just because my look screams young Frederick Douglass, this lady got the nerve to go, I hate that we celebrate Juneteenth. What? Juneteenth is the only holiday with a good reason. We've had Toyotathon since 1976. We got a holiday about a rabbit laying chocolate eggs. We got one about a magic man who busts in your house and leave you presents he had made with immigrant labor. Mardi Gras, just titties. That entire Mardi Gras is people going, tomorrow we celebrate Jesus. So today, show me your knockers, I'll throw you some plastic beads. Right? Dude, I think people get uncomfortable with Juneteenth because they think black people will enslave everyone else. But that is not true. At least the other black people haven't told me that yet. But slavery is wrong. It doesn't matter who's doing it. And it doesn't matter who they are doing it to. Also, if we enslave white people, it wouldn't be as good. Hey, I mean, the amount of sunscreen alone, you're losing, your profits are right there, right? Hey, with climate change, you couldn't have anybody out in the fields. You'd have to have everybody in the house day trading. Like, buy, boy, whoosh, sell, boy, whoosh, pick my NFTs, Tanner. Like, ugh. The worst part would definitely be the music. Because my ancestors made wading in the water. I couldn't imagine anyone working to wake me up before you go. Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. Wake me up. But I like my look, man, because it's a connection to my background and culture. It's also for survival. Because no matter the crime, I do not match the description. Because trust me, this is not the look of a dangerous Negro. This is a disco Negro. And no one is going to get robbed. Like, ha! Hands in the air, jive, turkeys! Like, not happening. Now that I'm in love, I hate love songs. Dude, like Bruno Mars says a song where he says, I'll catch a grenade for you. Uh-huh. I'm lonely, man, too scared to walk himself to the car at night. Like, if you see me walking around, I carry a pocket full of peanuts, okay? Because if somebody is going to try to rob me, I pray to God he has an allergy. Hey, give me all your money. Ah! Like, man, catch a grenade. Really? Right? If me and my fiance go to the park, someone throws a grenade at us. On the off chance that day I think I'm Serena Williams and I hit it back. Someone with the audacity to bring one grenade to the park probably has the future planning to bring two. So if I gotta catch a grenade, we're both dead. The worst of all, Pitbull has a song where he says, grab somebody sexy, tell them, hey, give me everything tonight. For all we know, we might not get tomorrow. Let's do this tonight. I heard that was like, if I follow your instructions, you just told me to grab somebody sexy and tell them, hey, give me everything tonight. For all we know, we ain't gonna get tomorrow. So let's do this tonight. That sounds like assault to me. I've never flirted with somebody and felt like I should grab my peanuts. Ah! Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hannibal Collins. Have a wonderful night. Peace. And stop. Okay. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie. That went well. That went really good. I got nervous because I set my timer in a different way. I would actually prefer to like set not a stopwatch but a timer, so it would go off at 6:30, so I would know when I was at 6. You know what I mean? Because me just running it, I actually don't know where I'm at, and that was scaring me. I made a couple of, and because of that, there was some Wu Tang. You know, there was some parts where I wooed, right, where I normally would have tanged, and my wording was perfect in some places, not perfect in others. Excuse me. There was a couple spots where I changed my wording. Something in there I made efficient. Playing with it, I said it fast. Now, let's see. I want to go back through what we did. We did surprised, Urkel, 2000, unemployed. We added glasses. Oh, this is actually very important because I added glasses and we came out to 644. That means I'm definitely going to need to add engagement to get us over the line to qualifying. See how I did that? Over the line, qualifying. Anyway, I'm definitely going to have to add engagement to get over the line and qualifying for that 9. Okay. Here's where it's going to get. Here's where I get worried, and I'm jumping ahead. Getting it at 10. I'm going to have to figure out what's missing and what I took out to get to that 20. But I know that 20 is going to go by faster than I think. I just have to get down all the things that have to be in that. My single, my engaged, I'm going to have to do a similar thing. And I'm probably going to, in a perfect world, rewrite this here for the 10. The solidified 10. And then green in what'll make it 20. You see what I mean? Or I would probably do green if I'm going to go from here. Then spider web it, then spider web it. But to make it simple, I'm probably going to go here, whack, whack, like here in additions, full and then additions, because that's definitely going to take some reworking, rewriting to get it just right. Now, okay, we got that reset. I want to go through and think about what I did. Surprised Urkel. To get the 2008, I need to clean that up. I did an okay job, but I need to clean that up better. I don't need to say it was okay. The white man did that. I've learned so much in love. And that I think is perfect. That is probably good. I've learned so much in love, like being in a relationship, just like buying a house. If you didn't do it in 2008, it's too late. The way I'm doing that there feels much more something about it I like. The idea of I've learned so much in love sounds like a good idea and almost an interesting. It might be interesting as the through line of my whole set. I've learned so much in love, right? Because that's what this all is. Even because, okay, another joke that I can add, I want to jot this one down before I forget, but another joke I can add is in my hair, cornrows. And just an honorable mention for myself with cornrows. I realize I've been doing that joke better because I just stopped explaining what they are. I've just been saying I used to wear cornrows, which is a very powerful masculine look. Only problem is it was on me. Hard to look like a gangster when you're built like half a Twix bar. That's been hitting when I'm saying it like that. Normally I lose a lot of time because I'm trying to explain what cornrows are. Right, I'm trying to explain what they are, but it doesn't really matter. And I'm just thinking about this out loud. It doesn't matter what cornrows are because I don't have them. Right? You don't have to, yeah, whoa. You don't have to know what cornrows look like. You just have to know what? That they're a tough guy look. I tell you that. I used to wear cornrows, which is a real tough guy look. Only problem, they were on me. Hard to look like a gangster when you're built like half a Twix bar. Right. Even throwing that joke out right now, I'm making it efficient. That's what I got to get. So I used to love. So okay, it's because Oh, and then I think I did that right though. I started loving myself by growing out my hair, and that's hard, and that's kind of tough for me, and that was difficult. That's probably better. That was difficult because I tried to wear the cornrows, which is a masculine look. Only problem with it, it was on me. Hard to look like a tough guy when you're built like half a Twix bar. I like alliteration. You know, so hard to look like a tough guy when you're built like half a Twix bar. I like that t in the t. T, 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 t. I like that. But I don't, maybe not overthink that. Okay. I'm curious. Should I run the 7 one more time, or should I go to practice the 9? I've got just about 10 minutes before I need to leave the house. There's a lot I can learn through running that 7, but I think it's much more important that we jump ahead and make progress and we work on the 9. Here's the thing too, I bought an easel for my whiteboard, and depending on what stuff is like at my homeboy's house when I'm staying with him, I might do these. I might do at least a couple. I might try to do a riding session tomorrow, you know, or like while I'm there. Probably going to work on it while I'm driving too. I just can't write, of course. It sucks, man, because I'm closing, and it's going to be a long night. Let's just do it. F it. We're gonna go for the 9. So what are we gonna do to make that? What are we gonna do to make that 7 a 9? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add engage. We're gonna add my engage stuff. We're gonna add that in here to make my 7 a 9. What's our goal? If we're going for a 9-minute set, I want 8 minutes and 30 seconds of raw jokes. I want 8 minutes and 30 seconds of raw jokes, because that will leave time for laughs without me going over and without me having to rush. And then they rush us. And then they rush us. Sorry. All right. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to aim for that. Now, where are we going to put it? We're going to put it at the end of the stuff about loving myself, right? Blah, 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 this stuff about my hair, why I like the way that I look. I started my self-love journey. I started loving myself by growing my hair. Bam. Then what happened? I got engaged, like, you know. And I am going to need to work on that wording. Okay. And then we're just going to do divorce and plan B, because I like the pug joke, but it takes a long time. And I don't know, it doesn't hit as consistently as I want it to. I got to figure out why. I got to figure out what it is about that pug joke that's making it hit sometimes. You feel me? But let's see. Alrighty. Yep, we're going to go for the 9, which means we're aiming for 8 minutes, 30 seconds. Starting right now. My name's Hannibal Callens. I just turned 30, and right now I am in love. Thank you, thank you. I'm surprised too, because who's falling in love with Steve Urkel after he joins the Black Panther Party? I'm the only one right between did I do that and the white man did that. I learned a lot in love, like being in a relationship, just like buying a house. If you didn't do it in 2008, it's too late. I had a buddy tell me, don't date a woman that makes more money than you do. Craziest thing I've heard from a brother on food stamps. Y'all ever heard, stop wearing your glasses because you would look cuter without them, right? Maybe she don't know how these work, but I need these to see. And I get it. No one respects glasses because if I save my money, I could buy Prada frames. Still haven't met somebody with Gucci crutches, but these are not designer. This is a disability. And no one should get advice like, hey, you know you'd get way more girls if you would just ditch the wheelchair. Yeah, sometimes, though, people break up with you, but you still grow, man. Like my ex left me. She said it's because I'm the type of man you get married to. Y'all ever lose your job because you were good at it? I've never heard, hey, yo, McDonald's had to fire me. I had the ice cream machine working every day. Yeah, I started my love journey by growing out my hair. Man, that was difficult, right? I used to wear cornrows, which is a masculine look. Only problem with it, it was on me. Hard to look like a tough guy when you're built like half a Twix bar. Plus, I still dress just like this. So I was the only person looked like I was going to a business meeting, but it was with the Crips. Like, hey, what we doing this fiscal year, dog? What we doing, cuz? Like, yeah. And in fact, I started growing my afro out, and just because my look screamed young Frederick Douglass, this lady goes, ugh, I hate that we celebrate Juneteenth. What? That's the only holiday with a good reason. I mean, we've had Toyotathon since 1976. I mean, we have a holiday about a rabbit laying chocolate eggs. We got one where a magical man breaks in your house and leaves you presents he had made with immigrant labor. Mardi Gras, just titties. That entire, Mardi Gras is people going, tomorrow we celebrate Jesus. So today, show me your knockers. I'll throw you some plastic beads. I think people think Juneteenth's uncomfortable because if black people gain power, we'll enslave everyone else. But that is not true. At least the other black people haven't told me that yet, but slavery's wrong. Doesn't matter who's doing it, and it doesn't matter who they're doing it to. Also, if we enslave white people, it wouldn't be as good. I mean, hey, the amount of sunscreen alone, your profits are... Hey, with climate change, you couldn't have anybody out in the field. You'd have to have everyone in the house day trading. Buy, boy. Whoosh. Sell, boy. Whoosh. Pick my NFTs, Tanner. The worst part would definitely be the music my ancestors made wading in the water. I couldn't imagine anyone working to wake me up. Before you go, don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. Wake me up. Yeah. I do, though. I love this look, right? Because it's a connection to my culture, and it's for survival. With an afro this big and glasses this thick, no matter the crime, I do not match the description. Tell you what, cause look, this is not the look of a dangerous Negro. This is a disco Negro. I promise nobody is getting robbed ha! Hands in the air, jive, turkeys. Yeah. I'm so blessed. My lady and I got engaged last year, man. And I tell you, now whenever I tell people that, there's always one divorced person going, act like they saw me walk out of a timeshare presentation, right? I did a show once, and this one guy goes, it's a scam! They're gonna take everything you have! Right? Finally, I said, that's enough, Dad. Go home! But I realized, my dad is happy, but he did tell me, before you sign anything, you sign a prenup. Right? Made me realize, I'm a child of divorce. right? My dad's made mistakes he doesn't want me to make. I just also think that my father might be overestimating me because I do stand-up comedy. My fiance is a doctor. I don't think he realizes I'm trying to have her get me pregnant immediately. Like, yo, man, whose side are you on, cuz? Right? Like, hey, and hey, man, I tell you, I'm doing everything I can to get a family started. I'm learning how to cook. I'm learning how to clean. I'm wearing my hoochie daddy shorts when she come home from work. Okay. Hey, last week I started to get creative. I started poking holes in all the birth control pills. I'm doing what it takes. They still work, though. It just makes them fast acting. Okay. Man. I tell you, though, now that I am in love, I hate love music, man. The lyrics are ridiculous. Like, Bruno Mars has a song where he says, "I catch a grenade for you." Huh? Like I'm the only man I know too afraid to walk himself to the car at night. Right? Like, if you see me walking anywhere past 6:45 p.m., you better know I keep a pocket full of peanuts. Because if somebody is going to try to rob me, I pray to God he has an allergy. Give me your money. Ah! Like, come on. Checkmate, baby. Catch a grenade. If me and my fiance go to the park and someone throws a grenade at us, on the off chance that on that day I think I'm Serena Williams and I, right, hit it back, someone with the audacity to bring one grenade to the park probably has the future planning to bring two. So if I catch a grenade for either of us, we're both dead. My least favorite one, Pitbull's song, says, "Grab somebody sexy, tell them, hey, give me everything tonight. For all we know, we might not get tomorrow. Let's do this tonight." I was like, if I follow your instructions, you just told me grab somebody sexy and tell them, hey, give me everything tonight. For all we know, we ain't gonna get tomorrow. Ah. So let's do this tonight. That sounds like assault to me. And I've never flirted with somebody and felt like I should bring my peanuts. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hannibal Collins. Peace. Time. All right. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Can I make it to where you can see that? Oh, yes, I can. I cannot break my wrist. You should be able to see that. I can't see if you can see that. There we go. A little bit lower. There we go. 8:46. Wow. Man. Okay, that's good. 8:46 is really good. And we ended right on time for me to leave for work. So I don't really have a lot of time to yap about it. But that was good. We pretty much went joke for joke, bar for bar, which means I tried not to pause for laughs a lot. When I was pausing, it was more for like the flow of doing the joke, for the build-up and the energy. But I tried not to pause for laughs. With that in mind, that's really good. We got a minute, we got 8:46. And I added cornrows. I added cornrows kind of on accident, too. I didn't really mean to add cornrows in there, but it fit pretty well. I'm putting it here for the 9-minute with a question mark. We might have to come back to that, because it might need to go in there. And I've been feeling more comfortable, more like confident in that joke recently, because this weekend for the House of Comedy, that was working. He was working, boy. He was working. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys for being here, whoever is, whoever was. It all really matters. And I'm hoping I can win the World Series this year. I'm hoping I can get to the top 3. But before I can even do that, we have to get through round 2. We have to get through the second round, which is my 7-minute set on Wednesday. And thanks to you guys helping me, we might be able to pull it off. So, love you guys. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.